And we're recording. Welcome to Wrestling with Tim. This is episode 16, I think. I don't even know. I don't really keep track of those numbers until I'm just uploading the thing. Anyway, essentially, we're just going to do a very quick run through of the Elimination Chamber, our thoughts, maybe a couple ADHD moments, because I don't know if we can avoid them. I'm joined by Ian and Corey. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hello.
All right. So
I'm doing well. How are you?
great. So, just for context, this is recorded before SmackDown happens tomorrow night. This is on Thursday, so if something happens that changes our opinions, it doesn't matter. Corey, the rule with the podcast and actually putting your predictions on the podcast, you cannot change them at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, whatever you say here is the thing. There's no... Everyone else gets... Usually, when we do our predictions for our little friend group, our wrestling group, you have until the bell rings to change your mind on a match. If you say it on here, that does not apply. Whatever you said sticks. So, just so you know, there are consequences.
I'm really glad that we didn't do predictions before Raw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Me.
Changed one of my predictions.
Yeah.
I know exactly the one. Okay.
Because
I think we're all in the same boat.
in the same direction.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially after
Yeah,
listening to this episode.
All right, so let's just jump right into it then. Let me pull up my notes I had. Okay.
Very prepared podcast.
I'm. You have no idea how many run sheets I used to make, and I would generate. Anyway, listen. Besides the point. All right, so let's just start with the match that everyone cares about the most: Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in the unsanctioned match.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be amazing. There's no way they can mess this up. They're too talented.
Why
yeah.
would you start with the one that I still don't know my answer for?
Because, bro, if I'm being honest with you, I have not selected any of these yet. I am just gonna play it by however this goes. So
You're telling me you don't know who's going to win the women's tag team match? You don't have a prediction for Trish and
I
Tiffany?
probably do, but that's the match I care the least about, right? Like the other three matches are really hard.
That match, they were in Toronto. Yay, Toronto.
Yeah, which is why Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to murder each other in Canada. Just like old times. So,
I apologize for that sound.
without further delay, Ian, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, who wins?
I apologize. Thor has learned what the bells are, and I'm in the kitchen right next door. His bells to let him outside are.
Good boy.
This is such a toss-up.
Is it? Is it though? Is it?
I don't think it is
I
as
think
much
it's-
as you think it is.
Because I see two worlds.
There are two opponents. Yep.
Yep,
No.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Both. So either world that I see happening is dependent on when Randy Orton shows up, / if Randy shows up.
Okay.
Okay.
If Randy shows up during the match, I think Sammy wins. If he's not showing up till after the match, I think that means Kevin Owens is going to win.
What is it now, in your opinion, which is best for the story and which is a better story going forward? That's what I would base my entire opinion on. Because you're right. This match, all of these matches,
Yeah.
the intrigue in these matches, with maybe a couple exceptions, are that these could all go several different directions. You know?
Right.
So,
I think they want to build Randy versus Kevin as a big Mania match. Kevin Owens has not won a big match in quite a while after that Cody feud. I think I'm going to go Kevin Owens.
Okay. Ian has said Kevin Owens. Corey.
Well, you pretty much just took all the words right out of my mouth. I would agree that with if Randy Orton returns during the match, it's most likely to be Sami Zayn, and vice versa. If he returns after, it's going to be Kevin. And I also think that Kevin Owens did such a great run with Cody Rhodes. That feud was so good. He deserves PLE win after something like that. Just a big win.
So Kevin
And
Owens.
I think they need to do that. Yeah. Kevin
Okay.
Owens.
All right. So listen, guys. I don't mean to be that guy. But
You're going to be that guy.
I think you all are missing something. Okay? Kevin Owens' storyline going forward into Mania into WrestleMania has to be Randy Orton, right?
Yeah. Yep.
What about Sammy? Sammy's story to me is with Karrion Kross. Right? And I think and this is where this sucks. Because if Kevin wins, it can still parlay into Randy and Kevin and Sammy and Karrion. If Sammy wins, they can still do the same thing. This match almost does not matter who wins as long as they kill each other. And for that reason, I'm going to say Kevin Owens wins as well. For two reasons.
I thought you were going to say Sammy.
I know.
Argument.
For two reasons. One, I don't see a world where you just murdered Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. And then he just
murdered to get him up
gets
later.
murdered. Right. And then, because if Randy shows up during this match, which I think will happen, even if it happens after, if Kevin Owens gets murdered, what does Randy got to do? Nothing.
He's there to kick him in the head.
Right. But if he loses the match, it's just beating up a dead corpse. You know what I mean? If Sammy had attacked Kevin at the Royal Rumble after he got put through that ladder, we'd all go, ooh, is Sami Zayn a heel? You know what I mean? Kevin Owens is the heel. You're not going to get sympathy for him. So Randy Orton's not going to kick him in the head if he loses. Therefore, Kevin Owens
it's
wins.
Randy Orton. Randy Orton's, if he kicks anybody in the head, they're going to cheer.
I understand, but you see my logic.
Yeah.
All right.
They're in Toronto.
So listen, we're going to do this all the hardest matches to the easiest just to make it real fun. Okay. So, the next one is the men's Money in the Bank. The men's Elimination Chamber match. John Cena versus CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul versus Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Ian.
Making me go first again?
Well, you're in alphabetical order, yeah. I'll go unless you want to do it reverse. I'll go first this time, and then Ian, and then Corey can go first.
Fair. I actually think the women's match is more difficult to predict than this one.
Okay.
I would agree.
Well, then perfect. Spit it out. Who is it?
John Cena. I think, yeah, whatever. Do your huff and puff, whatever. So, I had talked about this on last week's episode. The Rock being like, Cody, I want your soul. I really think the storyline going into Mania is going to be John Cena being like, defend against me honorably. Don't cheat me out of my 17th by siding with The Rock, and The Rock trying to pull Cody in. What I didn't say there is that a few episodes ago, Tim, we were talking about Cena's last run, and you had brought up the one thing that Cena hasn't done is effectively turn heel. What if at the end of Mania, Cena's 17th run is him siding with him selling his soul for number 17?
You have gone so far into fantasy booking, I don't think you can find your way back.
It's pretty simple. Cena gets desperate for 17.
It's too early for that.
It's too early for that?
Yes. Cena's been on TV. He's been on TV 4 times this year. 4.
And in the build-up to Mania, when he's guaranteed to be facing Cody, you can build that story after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
He was on Raw at Netflix. I'll help you out, Corey. He was on Raw at Netflix. Raw Rumble. Okay, so 3 times. Well,
wait,
no, twice. No, twice.
What was the third?
You're right. No, you're right. Whoa, buddy. You're right. You're right. I was thinking Elimination Chamber already happened. No, you're right. The Elimination Chamber will be 3. You're right. Are you okay? You good? Great. Cool. Anyway, listen.
I thought I was missing John Cena content, okay? thought I missed some.
Well,
Would you say that you thought you couldn't see it?
I hate you. Okay.
Where are the sound effects?
You know what bothers me about John Cena winning this match? Wow, you're like 10 seconds so late. What bothers me what bothers me about John Cena winning this match is that there are so many people. There are 4 other people in this match who could really deserve that spot.
You said 4 total?
Yeah,
or
Logan
4?
Paul doesn't deserve the spot. That's what I'm saying. Logan Paul's.
Okay, there was a bit of a glitch. I didn't hear if you said 4 other or 4 total.
No, I said there are 4 other people in this match that could deserve that spot. Logan Paul is not one of them. CM Punk,
No.
Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Seth Rollins.
They've been teasing Priest.
They've also been teasing Seth, CM Punk, like Drew. Like, they've teased everybody. That's why this is so freaking hard. You know? Like, it's so hard.
Like, my pick is Cena, but I think Punk is way more interesting.
Yeah, well, that's why I've come to the realization the last couple of days, and I hate it. I really hate it. I really, really hate it. John Cena does not need a world title match. John Cena does not need a world title. I know you guys disagree. You can be wrong. That's fine.
You're in the minority here.
You really are, Tim.
No, I'm not. For people that watched wrestling before you guys were like 6, no, I'm not. You are. Problem is, John Cena's your childhood, so therefore it's nostalgia for you.
I wasn't even a Cena fan.
John Cena is not. John Cena is not my nostalgia. Okay, so here's.
I was a
You can back me up on that.
Batista off a car. It was great.
Sorry, but oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah, absolutely. He's had great moments. Don't get me wrong, but he's been so super boring for so freaking long. And the only reason he gets pops right now, and the only reason everybody loves John Cena is because we know he won't be there for much longer. We know eventually we won't have to deal with it. That's why. That's 100%.
He also
Anyway.
hasn't won a match in like 4 years. So
Yeah, and yet you think he needs a world title. So weird. Doesn't need to
John
win a
Cena.
match, but needs to win a world title.
do.
Your logic is trash. Anyway, listen. Because I think that WWE is going to look at this as an opportunity to put John Cena in one more main event, to which he does not deserve. I unfortunately, regretfully, also think John Cena wins this match. I don't want him to.
Ooh,
I
okay.
don't want
Here's-
him to.
Outside of the logic that he hasn't won a match in 4 years, which is a fair argument. I'm not disregarding that argument.
There's a
Him
butt coming on.
Him being the top guy for what 20 years,
No.
it being his last WrestleMania isn't enough to be like, you know what? Yeah, we'll give him the main event for his last one.
Look, I respect a lot of the work John Cena has done. I respect the fact that John Cena has carried WWE through a very dark time, but I also understand that John Cena carrying the company was not only John Cena's fault, but also Vince McMahon's fault. They
How
didn't
was it
build
John?
because they didn't build any stars. They would give John Cena.
not-
Hold on. They would give John Cena had the same effect on that roster that Chris Jericho has on the AEW roster right now. He goes in circles with people, and then he buries the hell out of them. They get no recourse, then they lose the match, they lose the feud, and then they go. The reason Bray Wyatt did not peak is because of John Cena, because of booking against John Cena.
That's not his decision.
That is, I didn't say it was his decision. I said Vince McMahon. Did you not hear me say Vince McMahon?
You also said it was John
The
Cena's
reason,
fault.
no,
You
no,
said it's
no. I said
Cena and-
I said the reason John Cena had to carry this company for a decade was because of poor booking by Vince McMahon and the fact that he made John Cena the guy and no one could touch him. That is 100% the problem. John Cena was a benefactor of this problem, but John Cena was a direct reflection of it. And I don't think I can say John Cena anymore in like a paragraph. But no, this has been my whole thing with John Cena. Someone comes in, they get really hot, and then they get fed to John Cena, and then they lose. For no reason. They don't have to. Why? Because you made up some arbitrary rules that say, well, John Cena needs to win every match because he's Superman? No. It's so stupid. But he wins this damn match. Even though he doesn't deserve it. Where did my mouse go? My mouse has really disappeared.
Who's winning?
Yes. Is it my turn to make a prediction?
Yeah.
Now that you two are done arguing over John Cena.
It wasn't even an argument. He didn't have an argument. Bro, my mouse
Me and Ian both know we are right, and we are in the majority about the John Cena 17th championship thing, so we just don't even need to engage in this argument.
Okay, great. Corey says John Cena.
No, actually, I don't. I'm going to be different here. I'm gonna, I really think the story with John Cena, I think they're going to drag it out further past WrestleMania as long as possible.
So you don't see a world where they decide to give him a more main event?
I do. I think John Cena's I think he's an option here. I considered him. I think him and Punk are really the only two real options.
I disagree.
That are a real possibility. I would love to see them run it back with Seth Rollins again. That would be cool. Logan Paul's not going to happen. You're not going to run Cody versus Damian Priest at WrestleMania, and Drew McIntyre.
Whoa! Pump the brake. What's the disrespect for Damian Priest?
I don't have any disrespect for Damian Priest. I just don't see that being a WrestleMania main event.
I kind of agree.
They could build it, guys. Have a little faith.
I don't know.
Not in a month.
What? You said the same thing about Jey Uso versus Gunther, and then he came out on Raw and did a thing, and you were like, "I'm sold." Who are you two? Would you just be like
Jey Uso and
this much consistent, please? Come on.
Can I let me get through my prediction here,
please?
It's
CM Punk. Just say it. Yeah, I know. We just say it.
It's CM Punk. I don't think they're gonna give John Cena the main event. I think they're gonna drag it out as long as possible. I can see it potentially being night 2 SummerSlam. They give him the title shot. Make that more of a big deal.
I think that makes sense to me. Your projection for how it should go, to me, makes a lot more sense than just, nope, I asked for it, I get it, I'm in here, da da da. And so I'm with you on that for like the thought of booking it, but I don't know. You don't get another chance to do this, to put CM Punk in that spot. And also, I do agree with Ian that the whole Rock situation, where it's enticing to see what they do with Cody, is kind of also another layer you can add to that story that does give it the potential to be something really cool. But
whoever wins the chamber is definitely getting involved with this Rock Soul Taker thing.
Well, yeah, because they're facing Cody Rhodes. 100%. 100%. And to me, though CM Punk would be really compelling, because The Rock
stole so many main events, and he could gift him what he took from him.
Right. So, and there's also the favor from Paul Heyman still. So,
I think I have a side theory for that.
Yeah. Well, that's a different podcast for another day. Your pick was CM Punk. All right. So, the next match is the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair versus Naomi versus Bayley versus the person that didn't even show up on Raw this week, Roxanne Perez.
She was in one of the Netflix ad breaks. Her and Bayley had a backstage set.
Oh, so only like certain people saw her? Cool. So she wasn't there?
It wasn't. I didn't even
think
see
she was on NXT this week too, wasn't
she?
She was on NXT. It's like setting up Roxy versus Jordan Grace.
Why did you put her in the Elimination Chamber if she like?
Tiffany Stratton.
Didn't they do the same kind of? Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they do the same thing with Tiffy last year?
Tiffany Stratton did the same thing last year.
Tiffany Stratton was on the main roster last year.
and still in NXT. She was pulling double duty
Okay.
during WrestleMania season last year.
Sure. Was she? Did you see her on SmackDown every week?
No.
Okay.
Thor.
Look. The whole thing. However, we're doing it, like it's stupid. If Roxanne Perez is up, bring her up. If she's not,
They
What
did
do you-
half and half
They
with
did it with Braun Breaker too.
Carmelo.
I
Hayes.
didn't-
This is not unheard of. That they're doing half and half.
I didn't like.
And
any,
before
guys, I didn't like any of that. I'm not being inconsistent. I didn't like any of that. Any of it. I'm still not sold on Braun Breaker. I said it. Okay, but yeah, I know. I said it. Anyway,
Go ahead and leave this call real quick.
no. Anyway, Corey, you didn't go first yet. Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Bailey, and Roxanne Perez. Go.
Okay, well, before Monday,
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure all of us were pretty certain on Liv Morgan winning. At least me and Ian were.
That's a presumptuous statement. Go ahead.
Tim's had Alexa since she came back at the Rumble.
Good.
Yeah, but after winning the tag champs, it's still possible, but now I'm confused. I'm very confused. I do see this potentially being the year now that they pull the trigger on Bianca and Rhea.
Okay, so you think Bianca Belair?
Because I think Bianca. I think the Jade thing. I think they're gonna do Jade and Naomi potentially at Mania.
Mm-hmm. That's not a bad
And I think
prediction, honestly. Because if
I think they're gonna pull the trigger.
the thing with the Jade story for me though that disqualifies Bianca and Naomi to me is that I don't know who she's gonna go after, but I love the idea of Bianca versus Rhea. However, that means you won't get Io as a champion on Raw the next night.
I know. We could still work our way into a triple threat. I'm still that's a possibility, but
Oh jeez.
look, if we're getting Bianca versus Rhea, I won't be too butthurt about not getting Io. That's still going to be an incredible match.
Yeah. Okay. Ian, you want to go next? Make some sense of this.
No. So looking at this list,
Uh-huh.
I apologize for the sounds behind me. Thor is losing his mind.
That's fine.
We've got Liv, Alexa, Bianca, Naomi, Bailey, Roxanne.
That is correct.
Roxanne and Bailey are going to cancel each other out.
Bingo.
Liv Morgan has the tag title. I doubt they're going to I doubt Liv Morgan's working double duty for WrestleMania.
Bingo.
Alexa Bliss is tied up with whatever Wyatt Six stuff is going to be going on. Just on.
That's left for WrestleMania.
So that leaves Naomi and Bianca. If the storyline goes where I think it's going to go, I think Bianca wins the chamber. I think Jade's going to come back the night after Chamber while Naomi and Bianca are celebrating on Raw. And I think that's when Jade
Wait. Time out. Why would Naomi and Bianca be on Raw?
Or on SmackDown or whatever. I mean, Bianca will probably be on Raw because she's challenging for the Raw title because brands don't matter during WrestleMania season.
Unless it's Alexa Bliss, apparently. Because, Wyatt Six stuff.
Anyway. I don't have it in me today.
Weren't you the one that wanted to record today?
Yes,
yeah, because Lauren's working. So I can't say I'm neglecting my wife because she's not here.
I'm neglecting my wife. She's locked in a bedroom right now.
No, I think it's Bianca. I think that it's going to come out that Jade attacked Naomi. And Jade's going to be like, yo, you go handle the championship.
Naomi attacked Jade.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I thought you were predicting something else.
They come back and Naomi attacked Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca and Jade will have a segment where Jade tells Bianca, yo, I got this. I'm going to handle Naomi. You go focus on the title. And then Bianca gets shifted over to Raw.
Man, I honestly think Bianca and Jade is a better storyline than Naomi and Jade, though.
I agree. But also,
I would agree too.
I don't think I would. I really wish that Liv would have been the option to win this because I was kind of
she
sold
still
on
is.
that trip.
She still is.
She, I think the
Do you
WrestleMania.
just not defend the women tag champs at Mania?
I think it's going to be
She could just
Judgment
not.
Day versus.
Or does she?
She could just
I think
not
it's
be a
Judgment.
champion. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ian.
I guess.
I think the women's tag title match at Mania is Judgment Day versus Damage Control.
That's not bad. Except, who's the other member of Damage Control? Oh, is it Dakota Kai, you think, and
It's
Io?
It's Io and Coda versus Liv and Raquel because they had that banger match on Raw.
How do you get there?
I don't know. You got a month.
What? You can't build a match in a month?
Didn't
Yeah, you said that.
Damage
Corey.
Control win that match?
What match?
Did Damage Control beat Judgment the last time they had a tag match? Io
Um,
pinned Liv, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
There you go.
Because they were
You
building.
just won the title.
They were building Io for the the match with Rhea.
Yeah, so
That's all. Like
Rio-
it's all like it's starting to make sense now. All right. All right. So I have two choices, and we all know Bailey and Roxanne are not them.
I wish it was Roxanne. I really do.
Bro.
I know.
I think
Give her time, and
everybody in this match could have just a killer match with Rhea. And this is the hardest one for me. Cuz I want to think Alexa Bliss wins because she came out of nowhere. She's the only one without direction. Screw it. Alexa Bliss. Whatever. We'll go with Alexa Bliss.
Listen.
Yeah.
I won't be mad if Alexa Bliss wins. I just
Be mad either.
Sure you will, because
she's
she's
been gone for 2 years.
What about the Wyatt
She's been gone for
6?
2 years. It's not
Yeah.
even that. It's the fact that she's been gone for 2 years. I don't think they're going to skyrocket her into a championship match at Mania.
You were on one about Cena not deserving a title shot because he hasn't won and he hasn't been around. But you're picking Alexa Bliss, who we haven't seen before Royal Rumble 25 since Rumble 23.
Listen, she had a kid. John Cena made a movie. They are not the same.
He made multiple movies
Okay. I don't care.
and multiple TV shows.
I don't care. You're comparing someone who literally could not wrestle to someone who could and didn't.
But
You're
the
comparing.
argument was he wasn't around, but
No,
she wasn't around.
No.
I'm not disagreeing. I don't hold that against anybody. I'm just saying, was it you're consistent with your arguments?
I never made the argument that he hadn't won a match in 4 years. You did. You're the one that brought it up.
What do you mean that was never your argument? That he shouldn't get it because he hasn't been around.
Whoa. I don't think John Cena needs it. John Cena does not need a 17th world title. That has been my argument from the very beginning. You are the one, you sir. I can't point any more at you. You were the one. Wait, I'm on your screen. Am I on your top left or right?
Yeah, you were pointing at Corey just then.
Okay, well.
You're on the bottom on mine.
You sir. Listen. You're the one that brought up he hasn't won a match in 4 years. I never brought that up. Only thing I care about is John Cena.
In addition to the said he hasn't been here.
I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
I brought that up in addition to the fact that you had already stated he hasn't been around.
Did I state he hadn't been around?
In more or less similar words.
So you're reading into my words, or you're hearing me word for word? Like what's going on here?
I can't recall what you said exactly, but it was around the same.
Fascinating.
He doesn't even remember what he exactly said.
I don't remember what I said. That's actually that's why I asked. And then he's like, "Well, kinda. I think I remember you saying that."
His title is I can't prove why I'm right, so I'm gonna prove why you're wrong.
That's all I need. You ever argue with someone and they're like, well, every guy does da-da-da. And I go, wow, you just lost this argument. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, every guy? Every single one? I got to find one? You lose. No. Look, my whole thing with John Cena is that I just don't think he needs it. And I don't think it benefits anybody in this Elimination Chamber to lose to John Cena. It doesn't. Especially if he doesn't win at WrestleMania. Then why did we waste it? And then there's the story with Cody and The Rock, right? Because you have to have a story.
I don't think it matters who wins the Chamber. I don't think Cody's going to lose the title.
I don't think so
Cody
either.
Wins it regardless.
There's still untouched stories with that.
Mm-hmm. But what if, let's say Cody is going to turn heel? What a cool story you could do with Damian Priest and him, right? Where he has to Damian Priest is actually winning this match, gaining momentum, and it's looking good, and then Cody has to cheat to beat him. Or you could do that for almost any of these guys, except for Drew McIntyre. And please don't do this with Logan Paul. But this is my thing here. John Cena's not going to cheat.
What if he does?
He's not going to.
But okay, in regards to Priest, let me ask you a genuine question. Don't give me no. Well, he could. No. If I give you a list of the roster, you can pick anybody on that roster to fight Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Do you honestly think Damian Priest is in that same echelon as guys like John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns? Do you think he's in that same echelon of guys that could fight Cody at Mania?
Can I ask you a question? And then I will answer your question. Tell me who were the wrestlers that were actually conceivably could compete with John Cena when he was on his terror run? Who was an actual contender for him? Was Wade Barrett? Was Wade Barrett an actual contender for him?
CM Punk.
Was Sheamus?
Randy. Sheamus beat him for the title.
Sure. Should he have? No.
That wasn't the argument.
The point is, they put John Cena so high on this pedestal, and they were wondering why no one could get him, why no one could get to his level, because you dumped every resource and everything you could into one guy. You made a Hulk Hogan, and then wondered why no one could get to him, because you put a glass ceiling above everybody else. You never let... Dude, there are so many wrestlers that John Cena got to bury on a microphone and then still beat them in a feud, and then they just were floundered. And I get that has nothing to do with John Cena and everything to do with booking, 100%. But the fact that man still took this microphone and still buried people knowing he was going to win a match. Furthermore, we could talk about the Nexus, the match at SummerSlam, where John Cena decided, no, I need to win so all the people can be happy. Even though Edge and Chris Jericho both were like, dude, you're going to get DDT'd on a cement floor, and then you're going to get up and still beat two guys? At some point, John Cena's part of the problem. Vince McMahon isn't 100%, but John Cena also is part of that problem.
So what does that have to do with the question I asked you?
I don't remember the question you asked me.
I gave you a list of names, top tier championship contenders.
I asked you.
Cena.
Okay, I got you.
Punk.
I got you. So I asked you that. Were these people actual contenders for John Cena? I think we both agree the answer is no. Right?
It depends, because you've got Randy Orton was always a contender. CM Punk was a contender. Batista was a contender. These were the top level guys at that time.
Okay. And how many can you name at that level that could conceivably compete with John Cena at that time?
You left out Edge too.
Edge.
Whoa, you cut it.
I can give you a good.
Edge is a great example of someone they actually elevated and let elevate. But also,
Punk?
To be fair, Edge did elevate off of messing with Matt Hardy's girlfriend and whatnot. So
okay, but also CM Punk.
Sure, CM Punk. What about him?
Punk is not.
Was he ever conceivably? Was he ever conceivably the guy over John Cena? No. Never.
Not during his title reign.
Was Randy Orton? No. Never. The last person who was bigger than John Cena was Triple H. Batista was up there, but
This-
was he conceivably bigger than John Cena? No. No one is.
Undertaker.
Not bigger than John Cena.
Are you trying to say that we're putting like Cody Rhodes on this pedestal of
No.
like Super Cena?
No. What I'm
Okay.
saying is, if we're gonna look at, if he's gonna try to get me with this, I'll give you a list of the roster. You tell me who could conceivably fight Cody. Anyone. There is a long list of people who could conceivably fight
Now-
Cody, and it would make sense because they have gotten so much better at building stars to fight the guy that's on a pedestal. Because Cody may be on a pedestal here, but when John Cena was on a pedestal, he was on a pedestal here, and everyone else was here. Cody is here. Everyone else is right here. They're not far. They can make that jump.
Not that's not everybody else.
There's-
Cody is
there's-
on equal level.
Okay, let's go through the list.
Listen. Cody, there's like a top echelon of guys. You've got Cody, Punk, Cena, Orton, Seth. I could argue McIntyre,
You'd better argue for McIntyre. Don't
but
kid-
you're
come on.
arguing for Priest. I'm saying Priest is not in that level of guys.
My
Not
point,
yet, at least.
My point is, Priest could be.
Could be, but
He told you not to answer that question.
Priest,
he could be, but he's not
Absolutely.
right now.
absolutely.
Have to build Mania now.
Go back and watch him at Backlash. You know,
Yeah, he made Bad Bunny look really good.
dude, the I don't understand the disrespect for Damian Priest.
It's not disrespect.
It's not that
He's really good.
we think John Cena, CM Punk are better options. Seth Rollins is a better option. Drew McIntyre is a better option. There are just so many
Genuinely,
better
the only
options.
guy who is less of a good option than Priest is Logan Paul out of these 6.
It's not that he's bad. We just have better stories.
Priest will be a great post-Mania feud for Cody,
Guys, listen.
but he is not a WrestleMania main eventer yet.
That's adorable.
I agree with Ian.
Oh, I thought you agreed that was adorable.
No, he's not a main eventer yet.
What makes someone a WrestleMania main eventer?
You are a hippie top level guy. You
How?
are the,
How do you get there?
By building yourself up until
Building
Mania.
yourself up.
Yes, building yourself up, not I'm going to get it before I'm built to there.
Building yourself up. I
You
don't.
have to be building yourself up into Mania, not build yourself at Mania.
Guys, remember when we talked about John Cena wasn't the problem, it was Vince because of booking? I think you're missing it here because you don't get to build yourself up, right? It's all booking, right?
That's
Why is Damian Priest not
Well,
what you would perceive a level of a main event for WrestleMania? I don't know. Booking.
Did Damian Priest, other than Clash at the Castle,
Mhm.
because he was fighting Drew in Drew's hometown,
Okay.
did Priest main event any pay-per-views during his title run?
I believe so.
Which one?
Didn't he also didn't him and Gunther headline? I forget what the pay-per-view
it
When?
was
was.
a SummerSlam.
Nope, SummerSlam was headlined by Cody versus Solo.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't recall.
Yeah, because Roman
I
made the
do.
appearance. Roman made
Okay.
the appearance. He had to main event.
It doesn't matter though.
You know why Priest main evented that show? Because he was of who he was in the ring with, not because it was him. Priest defends against, even at the time, Jey Uso at Clash of the
Yeah,
Castle.
it's weird.
because
It's
Cody
weird.
made-
It's kind of weird. They put him in a spot to main event with someone to help
and he
elevate
didn't
him.
touch it again.
Weird.
He never got back there.
This is my point.
Not during his title reign, not after his title reign.
because of booking.
His next main events will be the Royal Rumble, which 30 guys main evented that show,
It's-
and
it-
the Elimination Chamber match.
It's because of booking. The dude could be. My only
And
point.
he's not being booked to be a WrestleMania main eventer right now. That's what we're saying.
Thank you, Corey. That's
So-
what I've been saying.
So you've been agreeing with us this whole time.
No,
It's arguing that he
Corey.
could be.
Corey. You said you have to build yourself up. I said no. That's not how that works. It's through all through
build up.
booking. Okay.
Yes, that's basically what. When I say build yourself up, I mean in the industry. booked up, being built up, not do
Okay.
it all yourself. I'm not talking Damian Priest has to do literally every single thing himself. You know what I mean? Come on.
I asked you to clarify. You didn't. What do you want from me?
To not think I assume. I don't even know what to say.
You just spent 10 minutes arguing with us to agree with us that he's not the guy.
I don't agree. My argument isn't that he isn't the guy. That's the problem. You're missing it.
Our
My
argument is that
argument
he isn't the guy.
My argument is all it takes for him to be that guy is booking. Look at how many
He's not getting that booking, he's not the guy.
Look at how many main event talent WWE has right now that could conceivably be a main event for anything at the moment. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
Jey Uso, Gunther.
Sure. The list is insane. It's 100% insane. And this is my point. Booking has been great for these wrestlers. All it takes to get someone to that level is booking.
But
Which is
from where we stand right now,
saying the whole time. So
from where we are right now,
uh-huh.
his past booking
Uh-huh.
has not showed him to be at the level of somebody who is going to be put in the main event of WrestleMania.
Okay.
That's what we've been saying
Look
the
at that.
whole time.
That is not. I think you should go back to listen to this and listen to how upset you get.
That is what we've been saying.
About what you have not been saying the whole time. So
Infuriating.
that's okay. That's right. That's right, guys.
This all stemmed from us questioning your logic about Alexa Bliss winning the Elimination Chamber.
I know. Welcome to ADHD the podcast. Listen, we have one match left, and I gotta make
Should have
sure.
saved the most exciting one for last, didn't we?
I chose the hardest one for last. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus are gonna wrestle Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Debate.
Toronto, yay!
For the record, I've already filled out your predictions for this one because it's
Trish.
because you guys aren't dumb.
Yeah.
It's Trish and Tiffany.
So
I went on a rant about this match on the last podcast.
So
There's
here's
nothing to rant about.
here's where we stand.
Corey, I think we got the same exact cards.
No, nope.
You chose Punk, didn't you?
He chose Punk, and I chose Alexa Bliss. So
I said Corey. I knew you, and I didn't have the same cards.
Yep. So we're all just off on one match or so with each other. So it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a really, really good pay-per-view.
I'm so
I don't know how in the hell you structure it, because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to murder. I think they should go first. I really do.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because you can't. How are you gonna top an elimination chamber, right? I think they go first, then the women's elimination chamber, then the ladies tag.
Imagine that pop of a Canadian Sami Zayn opening up the show. That'd be a great pop to open up the show.
Bro,
I think it's going to go women's chamber, Kevin and Sammy, the tag match, then the men's chamber.
Could be.
These gimmick pay-per-views, they like to sandwich and have the women go first and the men close the show.
Sure. I think if the women's story was compelling enough, they might be last, but it's not.
But genuine question. This isn't an argument to start. Outside of Royal Rumble 2018, when was the last time a women's gimmick match closed the show?
Everything's an argument. WrestleMania 28, you said?
Royal Rumble 2018.
Oh, Royal Rumble 28. Royal Rumble 28? What are you talking?
That was when the first women's Rumble was. That closed the
That's
show.
2018, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said 2028. I was like, 28. I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
Since then, has one of the women's gimmick matches closed the show?
I'm sure it has, but I'm trying to recall. Why do you specify gimmick match?
Like a Rumble, a Money in the Bank, an Elimination Chamber, War Games.
Oh,
those were the pay-per-view.
I thought you were talking just like a Rhea Ripley beating the hell out of Liv or something. in like some
No,
sort
no,
of
no, no.
I don't know.
Like where the pay-per-view is built around that match.
Mm,
When did Sasha and Charlotte fight in Hell in a Cell? Was that 2017 or 2018?
I don't recall. Near Sasha's end of Sasha's WWE run, she kind of got sloppy and slow and weird, and now she's just a shell of what she used to be. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I don't know. But I think we're in for a really, really good pay per view.
Oh, that was 26.
Yeah. See, you just proved yourself wrong. It was great.
No,
Can you do that again?
genuinely was asking.
Yeah. What do you guys think the match of the night will be, real quick? It's got to be Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, right?
Do you gotta ask? Yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin Owens,
it's got to
And
be.
I think the men's chamber has like a dark horse shot, but it's Kevin and Sammy.
Yeah, I don't think the men's chamber does. No one in this chamber, maybe outside the exception of Logan Paul, is gonna do something nuts, right?
I'll say the women's chamber is gonna be even better than the men's one.
I think you might be
Oh,
right.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I think
Roxy hitting the pop rocks off the top of the cell, and
I
Morgan's
don't
gonna-
know about all that. Because then you got like a turnbuckle in the way, and unless someone wants to
Liv
die.
Morgan.
It might be a little bit more conservative considering how War Games went.
Well, none of the women in War. Did any of the women in War Games get hurt?
No, it doesn't mean they can't though.
It was just the dudes that got hurt.
I'm sure they were all banged up though.
I mean, like more conservative, like jumping off the top of pods and stuff. I don't know if we're gonna be seeing. We'll probably definitely get like a spot of that, but
Liv
I don't know
Morgan's
how
gonna
crazy
jump
it's gonna get.
something high.
Yeah, Liv.
Yeah.
Maybe Alexa, depending on what we're doing.
Oh yeah, Alexa hit a twisted bliss
Yeah,
off. Of
Bailey
pod
will
if she
throw
wants to.
someone off with something. Bianca will.
No, that's where
them,
Roxy.
Bianca will throw them like onto it or off of it or through it, And I don't really know what Naomi's gonna do. Probably get jumped by Jade, but anyway.
Naomi is going to take the first pin.
Oof. Only if it's by Bianca. That's what I want.
It's either Naomi or Alexa. One of those two
problems.
are going out.
Oh, you know what? All right. So anyway, this is.
I can't live because I'll be at the Stadium Series game in Columbus.
Oh, poor you.
Oh no, I'm not upset about it. I'm going to watch it the next day. But when I
No
do watch,
spoilers, Tim.
if
Yeah, no
Alexa goes
spoilers. No spoilers.
if Alexa goes out first, I'm going to text the group chat just laughing at Tim.
Oh, if you do that, I will spoil the whole pay-per-view for you.
It's a good thing I can silence my phone right after I hit send.
Is it? Because I can blow your phone up. Hey, do you know Android? Do you know Android is a little looser on allowing you to like sideload apps? And there's an app that will let me send you 100 text messages at once, which will essentially just turn your phone off.
Well, if my phone's on, do not.
All I'm
disturb
saying,
every-
yeah, but the moment you turn that boy on, you got about 3 hours of ding, ding, ding,
I'll
ding.
still get the text. I just won't get notified that I got the text, so I'll receive them in silence.
Oh, you don't don't you dare doubt me. I'm gonna ruin your day.
Your phone can't be on silence all the time, Ian.
Yeah.
Wanted that.
You know, there's a code I can
Yeah,
send.
actually.
Do you know there's a code you can send someone's phone that'll make their phone turn off?
Please don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
break my
Well, you have
phone.
an
It's
iPhone.
not-
You have an iPhone, so it's actually easier because there are more characteristics that they don't recognize. And the iPhone, when it doesn't recognize a character, it just stops working. So.
Well, my phone's not done being paid off. So please
Oh
don't
well,
do that.
you send me that text message, boy. Anyway, anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go make dinner. Y'all,
To clarify, we're predicting that Cody says no to The Rock, right?
that was not on my run sheet. Is that what you think?
Ian just doesn't want the show to end.
No,
I know,
it
he
is
just
an
can't
official
stop it.
segment. Cody's gonna say no, right?
I don't think no. You know what Cody's gonna do? He's not gonna answer. He's gonna stare off into space like this. Because this is what he does. He just makes this face and stares off into space.
They advertised as Cody will give the final boss his answer. So
Yeah. Okay. then he'll tell him no. And if something changes, it'll happen at WrestleMania because it has to. That's where the story ends, right?
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Thanks so much. I hope we all enjoy the show. Corey, I'm still going to be texting the group chat, and Ian can just deal with his phone on silence. I swear to you, if you text me Alexa Bliss is out, there will be problems. You may get like a video of your house on fire. I don't know. Something will happen.
Hey, just make
You'll
sure the dog is out, please.
I didn't say the video would be real or nothing. I would never implicate myself in something like that on an audio format where someone could listen to in the future. You know what I mean? But anyway, thanks, guys. This has been fun. My wife's going to kill me if I don't get out of here now and go make dinner. So I hope the show goes well. And clearly, of all of us, I'm going to win this prediction game.
God, you're so...
Okay. Alexa Bliss isn't winning, but you keep thinking that. You keep thinking that.
I'm going to keep telling myself whatever I want to hear. So, guys, have a good night.